Abracadabra. Water off of it. Come on over, O.J. Simpson and your Bronco. I miss the older Broncos. Yeah, get it. Get it, little Sergeant. You ain't got no Hemi in there. You got no Hemi. You're driving that thing like it's got a Hemi in. What's the matter with that person? It's probably got a little four-cylinder in it. Look at him driving it like he's Dale Earnhardt Sr. Dropping in, smack that like button for a hard working American. You know what? Forget you too. Forget you too, dog. You're gonna jump in here and then me talk to you, you're gonna chat like that? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with folks these days? Like, oh my gosh, I hate duck divers. I cannot like this. That's how I get my goods, but I hate it. I hate trucks. Why does people have to hunt? Why don't they go to the grocery store where the food is made? I heard somebody said that the other day. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Why can't they be normal like everybody else and go to the grocery store and buy the food where it's made instead of going out here hunting? Hey, good morning. I can't say your name, but good morning, Ukrainian or Russian. Good morning, Russia. Well, actually, it is, it's about morning time in Russia, I believe. Probably about 6 hours, 7 hours. Sun will be rising on the west side or east side of Russia, probably about 6 or 7 hours, 8 hours. You know, we share a border with Russia. Although, I mean, it's like maybe 15 or 20 miles from the border. So you can stand in Russia, like for example today, and look over the water and see yesterday from Russia into America. A lot of people are unaware that we share a very close border with Russia. It's only like 15 or 20 miles, something around there. Hi, Gene. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. If y'all wouldn't mind, give me a little likey like. I mean, you can't do much else for me besides smack that like button. You can't send super chats because I'm not monetized yet, but we're working on it. We work hard. But good morning, America. It is 7:06 a.m. on the East Coast. We are in Knoxville, Tennessee right now. It is August 13th, Wednesday, August 13th, 2025. Today is my daughter's birthday. She is 4 years old. She was born Friday the 13th at 4:03 a.m. So if y'all wouldn't mind comment happy birthday to my daughter River. Her name is River. She obviously isn't with me at the moment. She is at school right now. But I had to leave the house this morning before she woke up. So I couldn't tell her happy birthday to her face. So I sent a video to my wife and telling them happy birthday. Everybody have a wonderful day. So yeah. So if y'all wouldn't care to say happy birthday to River in the chat, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll try to show my daughter when I get home, either tonight or tomorrow night. And it's spelled the same way, like River, R-I-V-E-R. Turning 4, man, they grow up so fast. My son will be 7 Thanksgiving Day. You know, it's kind of got to be a little challenging to like have a birthday on a major holiday like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yeah, especially those two holidays. But yeah, the title of the live is America a constitutional republic or a democracy? It seems a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do not know what America is. They don't know if it's a constitutional republic or a democracy. But you hear the majority say democracy. It's a major threat to our democracy. I'm up, Ray. You're up for school. Good job, buddy. Do you get up on your own? Good morning, Patrick. Good morning. Good morning, America. Good morning, world, wherever you are. If you're awake, whatever, sleep. Sweet dreams. Appreciate y'all smacking that like you like. The girl's asleep. Yeah, I bet she is. I don't blame her. I wouldn't be up right now either if I didn't have to be. Or unless I went to bed early. Something like that. You know, just common sense stuff. Goodness gracious. Even at 65, yo, not 45. Let's go. I'm at to drop the gear. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Blue Car. Thank you, Blue Ford. Escape. Appreciate you. Well, at least that little Nissan Versa is in third from the left lane. At least it's not over here. We're going to the game. I can't wait until football game day Friday. You got a game Friday for real already? I didn't even think college football started yet. Yeah, I might have to call my internet provider so I can have my football turned on. What I usually do every year is because my internet provider provides the cable stuff, you know, and so what I'll usually do is come college football season, I'll have the TV turned on instead of watching apps where I can watch the Florida Gators and the Tennessee Volunteers. And after the season's over, I'll call them and be like, hey, disconnect. Because it's, you know, the NFL has. I don't watch NFL. When I was a lot younger, I used to watch NFL. And then, you know, as I grew up a little bit, I started watching college. It's more exciting. They actually get out there and try hard to win. NFL, you know, they're all millionaires. You know, what do they got to play hard for? They sit on a bench and make $15 million a year. Don't even play a game. He's like, oh, I only played one game this year. In one game, I made $15 million. 18 field goals this season. Made $67 million. But college, they get paid too, I found out. I didn't know that for the longest time. You know, I thought they were students. Supposed to go to school, you know, you play some football. And, you know, if you get drafted, you can make money. But my favorite sport is baseball, but I don't watch it. I'll go to a professional game from time to time. I'll go to professional football games sometimes. But baseball is my favorite sport. But I mean, I watch football more than I do baseball. I've actually never been to a college game though. I've been to plenty NFL games and MLB games. But never any college game. Hey, did chat freeze or did it go to sleep? Somebody let me know. Patrick, you don't have my number, so if you commented, you wouldn't be able to tell me if it, you know. So if you've commented by now, okay, I'm still here. Okay, yeah, it did freeze, okay. So when it stops like that, I'm like, either the chat goes to sleep or it freezes. But see, I see y'all commented, so okay. So I've been having problems with it freezing, guys. I don't know, I don't understand it. I need to get a different device. I don't know what other devices besides a phone where you could go live on YouTube. In a computer, but I can't put a computer, a laptop on the dash, you know. And it seems, it's so weird because I'll do lives on the laptop and like nobody, like it doesn't get many people in there. But I do lives on the phone, you know, and I'll get thousands of views. It's so weird. It should work the same, but it doesn't. So Ray, you do lives. If you got a laptop, try it. Go live on your laptop. You'll see like it doesn't get as many people in it. It's so weird. But yeah, guys, the title is America a constitutional republic or a democracy? So that's a question. So what is it? Seems like a lot of people don't know. You get on, if you watch the news ever, you know, they talk about America, you know, you always hear them say, oh, democracy, democracy. I'm just here to tell you, it is not a democracy. The only thing that makes it a democracy is that we vote. That's it. Democracy is not in the Bill of Rights. It's not in the Constitution. It's nowhere. But the constitutional republic is. So I don't understand why we don't just call it a republic, but we call it democracy. I don't get it. It's like they're trying to make, you know, because a complete democracy is not good. I just can't wrap my head around it. Hi, Dodie. Dottie. Yeah, Dottie. We'll call it Dottie. I know a woman, it's a friend of mine's mom's mother. Her name is Dottie. lady still gets out and walks miles, buddy, through town. It's amazing. She's like got to be in her 80s now. He gets out and walks for miles. It's impressive. And I swear it's me 65. No Saturn. You don't see many Saturns these days. And if you do, they're old, which that's kind of old. Maybe 10, 15 years old. I don't know if they even make them anymore. Hey guys, it's my daughter's 4th birthday today. There's a little short I posted on here a long time ago. You know, she just laughing. So you can go check that video out. It's down by the bottom of my shorts. It's one of the very first ones I put on there. And y'all can go like that and tell her happy birthday. When I get back home, I can show her everybody that said happy birthday to her. Hey, Mile, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, like if you got time and you know you don't forget, because I know how it can be, you can get on my shorts, and I don't have awfully too many, so you won't have to scroll down forever. You'll see a video of her, and you just click on it, just like it, and put in the comments, happy birthday, River. And when I get home, I can show her everybody said happy birthday. I think she really appreciate that. Thank you, Mile. I hope you have a wonderful day, brother. We're coming up to the chicken house. Let me over. Let me over. Oh, never mind. Ain't got to. They gave us the green light. Come on, hammer it down. We headed out there to Cashville. Headed to Cashville, Tennessee. Thank you. She's 4 years old today. She was born Friday the 13th at 4:03 a.m. I was in Salt Lake City at the time, and I jumped on a plane and I flew to Indianapolis. When she was born, so I wasn't there when she was born. But I was there pretty soon after. I was in Salt Lake City. Jumped on a plane and flew. Hey, Miko. Thank you, Miko. I appreciate that, brother. Well, good afternoon to you, Miko. I think it's afternoon over there in Finland. I think you're like 7 hours ahead of us. good bacon. Yeah, ain't nobody in there right now. It rained. Man, I'm getting hungry. Never get hungry again. I ain't been eating a lot. You know, I don't eat a lot. Sometimes I do though. It's weird. What did I eat yesterday? Oh yeah, man. I was out in Illinois, you know, yesterday. And I stopped at this place, Huck's. They have these, I don't know what it is. It's like a tortilla, but they like fold it up. It looks like kind of like a Hot Pocket, and they stuff it full of like meat, pepperoni, and they make different kinds of them. And every time I go by there, I gotta stop in there and buy a couple of them. They're like 2 for $7. So I ate 2 of those yesterday, and when I got home, I ate, we had a cube steak, mashed taters, and macaroni and cheese. That's what we had for dinner. I like cube steak if it's made right. You know, sometimes it's hard to make. You know, it's tough. But last night it was pretty tender. I'll get a little bit of hot sauce, Frank's hot sauce pour on there. Which I didn't do that last night, so I didn't feel like eating hot sauce. Hey guys, so you know that time we was doing that live a year ago when we blew that steer tire out? You know, it's a short, but you can go see it. We was on this interstate up through here when that happened. I can't believe it's raining though. Goodness gracious. Kick back on the couch, cuddle up with the old lady, and watch a movie or something. You know, make the pallet the floor with the family and watch a movie. It's nice. It's nice. That's like one of my favorites. That's one of my many things. Well, things I love to do, especially with rain. Anybody look there, check the radar down in East Tennessee, between Nashville and Knoxville. I can't see out my mirrors. This is why if you're in a car coming near a truck, you can't really see out of your mirrors when it's raining like this. There's been times like I couldn't see nothing, and I just like hope I turn the signal on. You know, I can't see nothing behind me, and you know I have to get over for some reason. And I hope whoever's back there, they see it, and I'll slowly merge over. You just gotta take chances. Real truck drivers take chances. Flirt with the devil, romance. I done this live a little too early. Everybody's like, I ain't got time for it. I gotta get ready for work. I'm running late. Went to bed late last night. Had to get up early. I'm so tired. I don't want to watch this guy go to work. Hey Patrick, I don't know if you ever told us, if you're still here, how'd that interview go? I remember asking you the other day, but I must have missed your comment if you replied to it. Or I forgot. $45, $20, $25. Alright, yeah. Which one will be over in this area? 5. got scared or had bald tires. You can't have bald tires out here in the rain. Matter of fact, I need to be getting me some tires, back tires for the car. I bought two new tires for the steer tires of my car. But that was $500, and so I didn't get another two tires. I need to. Everybody silent watching the rain. It's peaceful, ain't it? Just watching the rain. Is it raining in Finland, Pico? It's 75 degrees. And before you know it, this will be snow. Be sure to get some video of the autumn season. You know, I live out in these mountains. Holy cow. That's a big puddle right there, buddy. You see that? That's how you wreck right there, in those deep puddles. Hillbilly Pride. Homestead Incorporated. K-Town, Tennessee. Autumn is already starting in Finland. Not as cold. Oh wow. It's still hotter than Hades over here in America. It's still summertime. August is our hottest month. But it's actually been fairly decent. I mean, it's hit 90, but in July it hit like 105. So we go by Fahrenheit, and I think Finland goes by Celsius. Weather. Oh, you get weather like Alaska. Yeah. I seen somebody, a guy on YouTube, he had went over there, and he like did some like training with the Finland armed forces, and it was in the winter time. They had a bunch of snow. I think it was this past winter when he went over there. I don't remember who he was on YouTube, but he had a big, huge following. They had a lot of stuff. I don't really mind snow if I'm at home. When I'm out on the road, especially driving a truck, I hate it. You actually gotta, it's very draining. It will take your energy away. You really gotta focus when there's snow out there and ice. You'll probably see this winter. I'll be driving through here, there'll be snow everywhere. I didn't feel the bump. That's one thing the Germans can do. They can build a car. They're pretty good at building cars. I saw a commercial where, well, I heard BMW had a birthday, like a 100-year birthday or something, and Audi made a commercial told them happy birthday, but said something along the lines like, like basically they're better than BMW. You can get on YouTube and find it out. Just put Audi birthday to BMW. But it's not really funny, but you can see what the psychological thing they're doing behind it. Do you celebrate birthdays when you get home from work? Yeah, we do, because especially during the middle of the week. If there's a birthday in the middle of the week, we'll celebrate it on the weekend. And if I'm home on the weekday, then we'll do something. We'll like have the birthday, normal birthday, have cake and ice cream. That's mainly what Americans do, is cake and ice cream. And then that's it. Then we'll kind of do something fun come the weekend. So we're supposed to be having a pool party Saturday for her birthday. So probably, I'll probably barbecue and grill some ribs and maybe some hot dogs, and maybe some hamburgers, and might just order pizza, I don't know. And then, swim in the pool, have cake and ice cream. Which I don't eat cake. There's been a many birthdays I passed up cake. I don't like sweets for some reason. Never have. What do you all do in Finland, Miko, for birthdays? Now for the young adults, like they won't have cake and ice cream, especially if they're like 22, 21, 23. They'll go out and party with their friends. On the other hand, I don't do anything. I don't do anything for my birthday. If it's on a weekend and my birthday's like Friday or Saturday, I might have some drinks, That's as far as it goes. My daughter is 10 years old. Students. All the students in the class invited to the party. Okay. So y'all basically do kind of what we do. Cake, ice cream, maybe, I don't know what kind of food you all eat up there, but I'm sure you got pizza. So you might go out, we got like a place called Chuck E. Cheese. It's for kids. You can go to Chuck E. Cheese. They have pizza there, and you can get like tokens and go. It's like an arcade basically for kids, and they can go in there and play games, and eat pizza, and have cake. I think the majority of people have cake and ice cream throughout the world for birthdays, especially for kids. Yeah, we'll invite, if they go to school, we'll invite the kids from the school to go to, but then if people do that, they'll go like to the local park and have pizza, cake, and ice cream. And they can play on the playground at the park. I actually did that, was that last month? Back in June or July, I went to a friend's kid's birthday, and we went to the local park, had pizza, ravioli and hot dogs, cake and ice cream. Kids just went and played on the basketball field, played on the water pad, played on the playground, played in the sand. Small village, less than 1,000 people. Oh, nice. I like that, Rico. That's nice. I like a small place, you know, small town. We got towns over here, like, you know, they might be a population of 10, especially if you go out west, because out in the mountain range, the mountain time zone, is where the least amount of people live, like a small percentage, like 10% of Americans live out there. And it's very isolated, which I like that. Okay, yeah, the swimming pool. Yeah, we'll do that too. We'll go to the local swimming pool, have a birthday party. Yeah, so we basically, our two countries, peoples do about the same thing. I think it's about the same in every, like, you know, first world country, you know. I'd say the Russians do it, the Germans, the Finns, the Poles, the French, the English, you know, they probably all do it about the same. Canadians. I tried to get the old lady to get on board with me to like buy cake where like me, her, and our daughter could make the cake. You know, one of those box cakes you can get at the grocery store. But she just would not do that. She was like, I want to buy this cake. And I'm like, you know, let's not do that. You know, she spends big money on cakes. I'm like, come on, let's just make it. It'd be fun, and you know, the kids would like it. She's like, well, we can do that and buy a cake. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want two cakes. You know, it's like, I can't. I guess as a man, you just, when you get a family, you can't have it your way no more. And I'm not a narcissist, so it's not my way or the highway, you know. I could probably find a picture of the past cakes we've had for birthdays, share it to you on YouTube, because people don't get on Discord, so I'll share it on YouTube so you can see the types of cakes I'm talking about, which is big money, like $100 for a birthday cake. Half of it goes in the garbage. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking, you know, the kid wants a Batman style birthday cake. You know, she will go above and beyond to like have somebody make this extraordinary cake. I'm like, man, like I get it in a way, you know. But she obviously grew up different than I did. to spoil my kids, and she does, you know. So I get it in a way, but you can't do that. You know, they won't be humble if you just spoil them all the time. Right up through here is where we blew that steer tire out, Miko, if you're here, whoever's in here. We climbed this mountain here. So yeah, you're about to see this very spot where that steer tire blew out on us. Hey Matt. No loads today, it's raining. Oh man, no loads today, Matt. In North Carolina. Oh yeah, for you. Yeah, it's raining here in Tennessee too, man. How long is it supposed to rain, Matt? Have you seen the weather? I ain't seen it. You know, it's summertime, I don't really pay too much attention to the weather. I'll check the temperature. That's about it. And it rained yesterday, because usually it'll rain, but it won't rain the next day. Till 2 p.m. So probably about 11, somewhere about 10, 11, 12 o'clock, it won't be raining here then, okay. Because it's obviously it's headed from west to east, which normally, you know, that's how it goes, west to east. Miko said. Really? How does that work, Miko? Because Ukrainians speak Russian. I mean, what does Finn speak? I mean, you're obviously speaking English, or you know English. I'm not too familiar with the Finns. I know they're good people, hard-working, hard-fighting people. I bet it is. See, in America, like, we've always had a rule that to come here, you had to speak English. You had to know common English. And, you know, depending on who the leader is, they'll ignore the rules and just let anybody and everybody in. And they won't enforce that rule. But now they are. You know, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how, like, I'm allowed to ignore the rules, but you're not. You know, I don't get it. I bet it is crazy. Does the Finns all speak English? And what is y'all's primary language? I don't know. I'm ignorant to that. So I can imagine if y'all's primary language is English, and you know you got Ukrainians coming in there, refugees going to the public schools, and they all speak Russian. You know, for a speaking person, Russian is a difficult language to learn. I've tried it. It's pretty hard. It's funny how they, Ukraine used to be Russian territory. It used to be Russian, part of Russia. But they don't call that a genocide, but they do with the Palestinians in Israel. They call that a genocide, but they don't call the Ukrainian-Russian conflict a genocide. It's amazing. For some reason, they put propaganda in Americans' minds, and they try to put it in our heads like, we hate the Russians, we hate them, we hate them. The Russians never did anything to me. And it's a weird relationship between the United States and Russia, especially if you know the history. Like the Russians helped the Union during the Civil War. In World War II, the Russians and the United States were allies. So it's a weird relationship. Putin once asked Obama to join NATO, and Obama told him no. And the reason that conflict started is because Vice President Harris went to Ukraine, talked to Zelensky, and this is all public, and invited him into NATO. And if that were to happen, NATO would be right on Russia's doorstep. And just like anybody would say, like you would not want your very worst enemy that wants to unalive you live right next door to you. They knew that would start a conflict, and then it began. You don't have to be a genius to figure this stuff out. And when teachers have had to learn a foreign language, wow, in Europe, it has used to be. That's crazy, man. Like, how can people be so ignorant? Like, you got refugees, foreigners coming into your country, and you have to learn their language. How does that make sense? That makes no sense. Like, hey guys, we have a mass influx of Russians, refugees coming into America. We have to learn their language. What? What? That'd be crazy. That's ignorant. That is total bliss. That is blissful ignorance. Criticize Putin. Yeah, my father-in-law, Miko, used to go to Ukraine, Odessa and Kiev. He'd go over there and, have a good time and stuff. He went to like a local bar, and he was talking about Putin in a negative fashion. And he said the entire bar got silent, and they all just stared at him. And the girl he was with, like, kind of explained that you can't do that. Because, the Ukrainians are Russians, and they love Putin. And they all stared at him, but they didn't do anything because they knew he was just an American, an ignorant American. And, I guess people, they know how it is over here in America. We can criticize whoever we want. I can say F Trump, F Biden. They can all go eat donkey doo-doo, and can't nobody do nothing about it. You were absolutely right, Miko. Yeah. I try, Miko, to be a good person. I try to be as Christian as I can. I don't, claim to be some saint, I do things I know I shouldn't be doing, But I'm not in denial about it. I don't lie to myself. Plus, my conscience does not allow me to lie to myself. I've tried it. I'm like, my conscience is like, hey, Gunner, you a lying sack of crap. Yeah, I know, conscience, I know. Oh yeah, we blew that tire right back there, actually. I believe so it was. I try to do well, I try, man. I mean, I'm happy, healthy, my family is too, in that aspect, we're good, we struggle, you know, like any and everybody else. You know, it ain't perfect. Which I don't think it's perfect for anybody. Yeah, Israel's a friendly country. Yeah, I support Israel. I think the only reason I do is because, from my understanding, it's God's people. It's God's land. And the Bible says that anybody who supports Israel will be blessed. You know, any nation or whatever. Something along those lines. But Benjamin, oh wow, I can't believe that just happened. Wow. I don't have my knife on me. Went to open my drink and the tab just broke. But yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu, he actually went to school over here in America, I believe. And what people don't recall is actually, so did Kim Jong-un, the dictator of North Korea. He went to school here too. A lot of these countries send their people to America to get educated, and then they'll go back to their country, their home country, and start up, you know, things that America has, like a Silicon Valley. China now has a Silicon Valley. And a lot of Chinese people come over here. I'm sure part of the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and they'll send them over here and buy land. And they'll buy and this has been going on for a long time, and I saw it a long time ago and said something about it, but I'm just an average person, you know, nobody listens to me, and they were buying land, and because I always thought when I was younger, I always thought, you know, if I was an enemy of America, what I would do is send people over here and buy as much stuff as I could, and that's what they did. And now it's finally brought up an alarm, and they're finally speaking about it. Like, I've been saying this stuff for over a decade. Like, it just made sense. If I was an enemy, I would be sending people up here, buy land, buy a bunch of stuff. And they bought land by military installations. I don't understand how you can be. These people claim to be so intelligent, but they do the dumbest stuff. Like, they're so smart, they're stupid. Seems to me that Ukraine is represented by one man. Yeah, and you know, another thing about Ukraine, Miko, is that, you know, when we sent the majority of the money, America sent the majority of the money to Ukraine, far surpassing other countries. And so you can find this information. And so the generals, a lot of generals in the Ukrainian military bought mansions in California and are actually in California right now. Yeah, what? Oh yeah, bad corruption in Ukraine. You know, Miko, I gotta be honest, like in America, it's corrupted as well. I have to say, I think America may be the most corrupt country in the world. It may be. It just does it on a very secretive, very elusive level, like pretty good at hiding stuff. And they'll just flat out deny shit. Even if it's true, you deny it. Yeah, I mean, Russia is going to absolutely conquer Ukraine. So Ukraine needs to like come to the negotiating table and either give up some land or continue to put up a fight, and they're going to lose everything. Most of the Ukrainians are Russian anyway. When this stuff first started, they actually supported it. It's more or less a proxy war. I mean, you ain't gonna take little old Ukraine and the number 2 top military in the world, Russia, and expect them to beat them, you know. That'd be like America going to Zimbabwe and, you know, Zimbabwe's gonna beat America. The hell, they ain't. I can't get how, like, blissful these people are. I can't understand it. Best thing troops don't come after us. They've been saying in Finland, California is always starting weird stuff, man. But, you know, for decades, what happens in California moves further east. It's so weird. It's so amazing. Yeah, California is a strange place. Like, I can't understand. I'm not intelligent enough to understand how California is. Like, I don't know if you can still do it now, Miko, but in California, you were allowed to steal anything you wanted up to $900 a day, legally. Every day you can go out and steal up to $900 of merchandise legally. And DRUGS is legal. Goodness gracious, I can see nothing. Rico, if you hear people in Finland talking about democracy, America is a democracy, let them know that America is not a democracy. America is a constitutional republic. Benjamin Franklin once said, someone asked me, a woman did, and asked him, what type of government will America have? And he said, a republic, if you can keep it. America is a constitutional republic. Democracy is found nowhere. The only thing that makes us a democracy is that we vote. That's it. No other reason. And people think that that's real, or it can be. It absolutely good. For a long time, people over here saying, they're like, the president isn't elected, he is selected. That'd be so sweet if we got to see a big lightning bolt hit right in front of us. That'd be so cool to get that on film. Well, if Matt's still here, you're expecting a big storm coming your way. A lot of rain. Girl back to school. You leaving, Miko? I've been up since probably about 3 o'clock. I cannot sleep when I go home. I slept, but I don't sleep good, A lot of times ends up I don't sleep good. When I finally do get to go to sleep and I'm sleeping good, I have to wake up, my alarm goes off. it. All right. All right. Nope. All right. Y'all, it's checkout time. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. We'll try to do another live a little bit later. Thanks for being here. Thanks for saying happy birthday to my